Oh boy, this is not a video I wanted to make. I wanted to be able to put out my my hawkfrost theory this week. Why Fandom World? Because even though it's portrayed to the hetalia fandom, I think it's important to talk about because this sort of discourse I see in all fandoms. So, oh boy, where do I even start with this? Because I didn't even know this was going down until like recently. Oh boy. So, I think I need to preface this by saying, yes, hetalia is a problematic series, to say the least. And right now is not the time to get into that. I'm planning a sort of video for this kind of thing, because yes, it is a problematic series, and I think I need a more structured video to put my thoughts down for that, and this is an unscripted video at the moment. So, where do I even begin with this? I don't even know. So, I've found out from Facts, which is a hetalia YouTuber, about some discourse that's been going on in the fandom, because people have been getting harassed and getting death threats in this fandom. And this is not just a problem with the hetalia fandom, this is not just a problem with anime fandoms, this is a problem with all fandoms, is people don't quite understand how to treat other people, I'm guessing. That's putting it nicely. And yeah, this is a fandom that's well known for craziness, but that doesn't mean it's right. And this fandom had calmed down a bit. I actually came in to the fandom when it was starting to calm down. So I've not yet experienced real kind of discord in here. And it's sort of, I'm going to give you my perspective on it, then I'm going to talk about the discourse. Basically, I love this fandom. I do a lot with it, but on this channel, Story Draws, yes, I do a lot of my state AU, but I'm not, like, forcing y'all to like hetalia or watch it. I'm not controlling, like, saying, oh, you guys are so awful, like, why don't you watch this, or anything like that. Like, yeah, I talk about it, like, I have an entire AU, but I understand that it's not everyone's preference, because some of the jokes and stuff are kind of bad, I'll have to admit. But that doesn't necessarily mean you should go out and harass people for it. So, some people have been sending people death threats. And this is just so completely stupid because of a fan art from 2010, I believe, so almost a decade old this piece of fan art is. And it's, I have to admit, it's bad. It's a very, very bad slavery joke. And this is coming from someone who has written part of my state AU in Civil War era and had to sit down and think about how to put things down in the most respectful way possible. That's a big no-no. Like, I'm pretty sure even in 2010 that was bad. That was a bad thing to do. But that doesn't mean that you should go after people for that reason. I'm gonna lose my voice. Lovely. I've had a long day. So I'm not looking forward to this. I am gonna lose my voice. Okay, I've lost my train of thought, guys. This is not a scripted video. I'm not gonna edit it, so, deal with that. But this is a problem because this isn't just a hetalia problem. It's not just an anime problem. I've seen discourse in things in most of the fandoms I've been in. I've even seen it in Disney fandoms, for crying out loud. And you would expect people into Disney movies to be happy and cheerful, but no, I've met some of the worst people in there. If you're on the internet, you need to know how to treat people, because this is unacceptable. It doesn't matter if you're taking the hetalia is racist and harmful standing, because that's a very black and white way to look at it. it's... And I'm planning on doing a whole video on the whole entire problem with that fandom. And I plan on making it a series, like a problem with that fandom, what I don't like, and what I don't like about the Warriors fandom, and other fandoms I'm in, and then turning it on its head and doing videos on what I do like. Because I wouldn't be in these fandoms and watching these shows, reading these books, if I didn't like it. But there is actually an issue with fans of the hetalia being labeled as Nazi sympathizers, or it's Nazi propaganda, or it's communist propaganda. Like, okay, you seem to miss the actual point of this anime, is where it's countries that are personified in history. And this is just historical facts. Like, you can't sugarcoat it. Like, the first seasons of the show is literally called Axis Powers. I wonder what time period that is going to center around. I have no clue. If you're on the internet, you need to know how to treat people. That's my whole point of this video. And how to not treat people is to threaten them, harass them. Like, I've been harassed in the hetalia fandom, and it's a wonder why I'm still there. I've been harassed about my love for hetalia by people outside of the fandom. Seriously, I wonder why I still like this show. I'm seriously questioning my life choices at times, but you can't just treat people like that. It's harmful, very, very harmful. And it's kind of a shame because the fandom was calming down, and I'll link Hetafax's video down below if any of you want to know more. And she goes in a lot more detail than me. She knows a whole lot more of the situation than I do. But basically, a lot of the fandom had mellowed out, and I was never around. I came in right as the fandom was sort of calming down, and it also has something to do with the fact that there's now a lot more older fans in the fandom now, I guess. So, someone to, like, draw a line and point out that, okay, this, that, and this aren't okay. And I feel like every fandom kind of needs that, because there are often a lot of young people in the fandom, and they need that sort of balance. I definitely see the need for that in, like, say, the Warriors fandom, where, yes, there is a lot of younger fans, but there is a need for, like, an older sort of, forgive the joke, like, mentor-type people who can, like, draw a line and say, okay, this is not okay, and stuff like that. Like, I'm a bit old to actually even like Warriors. I got into Warriors as an older teen, so it's sort of like, okay, I see the problematic parts of things when maybe younger people can't, and that's just because I'm able to see things through an older mindset, because I am older, and I sort of know where the lines should be drawn in things. The whole point of this video is don't harass people for liking things, and here's my point. If these people were shoving if these people who were getting harassed were shoving, like, the show in their face and fan art and stuff like, oh, hey, look at this, this is great, watch it, read this, I can understand why people would be upset about it. But from what I can tell, this was a largely unprovoked attack, and it started on, I believe it started on Tumblr. Yes! I'll be out in a sec! And it is very much a problem, because people were seemingly very quick to jump into this sort of mindset, and it is not good at all. So, I rest my case. I 100% rest my case now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the next video out will be my theory for my hawkfrost theory that I've been working on for quite a few weeks now. It's a shorter video, but I really like this theory, and hopefully I can get back to doing fun videos. Hold on. What? I have, Charlie! They had to give me food right when I'm recording. Tinky, no! I'm recording this really late, if you couldn't tell. So, just sort of think before you post things. And that counts for any fandom. Bye, guys.